Hello, and welcome to Bromance to the Three Gamers. I am Josh.
You peeked the hell out of that.
I did.
I am Michael.
That's why I'm...
And this is John.
Yes. So that's why I keep telling you guys, like, when you talk, don't project.
I won't. I was just doing it for the
That's right.
I know, that's why...
And this is a one-off, or maybe not, of Valkyria Chronicles. Let's jump right in.
Shall we? It's a game that Josh really likes, and I particularly enjoy, too.
It has got a good story. The only upsetting part of the game is the fact that most of them were not shipped. The two games, the second game was shipped to the west, but the third game, which is, I heard, one of the better ones, was not.
You mean one of the better ones?
Sega.
Yeah, you mean the better one, right? Third?
The third one is supposedly the best one, or at least I thought that it was supposed to be the best one, because it always sounded good.
Surprisingly, when this came out, back in whenever, there was also a survey asking people, like, what would you like to see? And I took it, and I was just like, and they even acknowledged, like, even one of the choices was, you know, bring 2 and 3 over to the west on the PlayStation 4.
Hostilities began in the
Well, I played 2 on the,
If they brought 3 over, I wonder if they would actually bring the English voice actors
So
back.
what's this? This is Russia? Russia's attacking?
So basically it's East European Imperial Alliance, and then there's the Federation, and the Federation is basically made up of what I can only assume is supposed to be France, Britain, and...
The Allies?
Yeah, basically, no, because it's not Russia, technically, because Russia falls into the East Imperial forces, because it's basically supposed to be
But
Italy.
you know this is essentially World War II.
It is exactly World War II, and
the only difference is they're just, you know,
they're using
changed.
different names, and they're combining everybody, and it's also kind of funny also because I swear that Gallia is just supposed to be, I can't tell if it's supposed to be Poland, but I believe it's supposed to be Poland, or it's supposed to be like Livonia, Estonia, or Kurland.
I say it's Sweden, but not a good
and
Sweden.
invaded with all the force of an avalanche.
Nice.
I mean, that's a fair assessment. It's not good Sweden.
I don't know if it could be Sweden though. They never invaded Sweden.
I'm sorry, Switzerland.
Switzerland? Yeah, it could be Switzerland.
They could be very bad Switzerland. They don't have really good mountain ranges, which are great for their snipers.
So basically what the game does now is it gives you a book version breakdown of the story where you basically have 2 different ones.
We do want to review the episode.
I know. I wanted to drop down to it where it has several episodes where it gives you story, and then one views a map that allows you to do a fight for the game for the episode.
So unfortunately, we have to watch it.
1935.
March 1935, outside the Gallian border town of Brol. This is already being voiced over by a woman, a voice actress who I haven't heard in anime in a very long time.
Arena Kohler.
Who?
Arena Kohler is her name in the game.
Yeah. Oh no, I thought you meant like the voice actress right now. I'm like, the voice actress right now is the one who does what's her name in Fooly Cooly.
The capital.
You're right, she does.
The pink-haired chick, the main
Haruko?
one. Yeah, the chick who did the narration.
Haruko Ruhara.
Yeah, the chick.
The girl that does the narration. No, that's not Haruko Ruhara.
No, it is.
I thought that it's
Carrie,
it's the young girl that likes the main character, Nelsa. I thought.
No, it's the news reporter in here is Carrie Wagelin. She's the voice actress that was Haruko.
They're bringing back Cooley.
And she did a lot of that, but now I think she's mostly known as Tigress for the
new one that has started and ended.
Yeah, she was Tigress in that. She hasn't done a lot of anime, but then to be fair, I don't watch a lot of English anime anymore because most of it's like, why would I watch it now when I'm already where I'm at? Like, JoJo, no offense, I'm happy that that's over, but I'm not particularly happy with the voice cast besides Dio.
You know what I think you should do? Totes fun, be great for you. Why don't you review English anime? Be like, let me explain to you why the Japanese and subs are superior.
I'm not saying they're superior, I'll be dead honest. Sometimes I hate watching certain animes because I'm watching because I have to read the text to understand what they're doing. And sometimes,
Some people like to monologue and do things.
I'm wondering what you've been.
I do it too if it's a really cool line.
Imperial spies are in the.
Trust me, man, I would love it. I'd love to watch the English, but the trade-off is I don't want to wait till like a year for it to come.
Or 5 to 10 years.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, I know.
Iron Blood Orphans is I think they're probably done recording now, which means Tsunami gets it every
We'll talk about fish sketching.
what?
down
It gets it every Saturday.
Take him
I
away.
think so. They Funimation and Crunchyroll, because they had that they have that deal, but they just got a deal with the guys who do Dragon Ball Super. So now they can simulcast Dragon Ball Super
You know what's funny?
in English.
The voice of Welkin and the voice of Welkin is the voice of Kakashi,
Yeah, I did know that.
and her voice actress did Sora from Digimon, the first season.
Yeah, you're right.
She's also Ina.
So so she believes he's
Yeah.
a spy.
Yeah, she's Ina from Naruto as well.
Yeah.
Time finding out.
And he's just trying to be a herbologist.
No, he wants to be a teacher,
Yeah, he wants to be a teacher, and then in the
Yeah, he
second
wants to be a
game...
science
and that's
teacher.
Laura Bailey.
Yeah, I did know that, too.
What have you gotten yourself into?
Believe it or not, I still have my ear for voice actors, even if I don't hear them that much anymore.
Don't you live at the old general's
That
house?
and some of the new talents that are coming up, I'm just like not that impressed.
Do you know everyone's
Like
supposed
the guy
to
who does
be
Saitama.
right?
No offense, you might be doing a great job if you had another role, but
We
like,
moved to the capital.
to be fair, it is also hard to match that Japanese, no tone voice, like the boredom of it.
Yeah.
Because that really is hard to do for us in like any English style for some reason. Like, it's hard to do a Saitama, like really bored voice.
Yeah.
I apologize.
I don't know. He did a lot of
Just
things
doing
with
my
that.
job.
Hiro Yui,
I saw you with
the guy who does Hiro Yui in Gundam Wing,
Again,
he does a decent job, but it's hard to do that style of voice for some reason for us. Like that whole, what is it, calm killer or calm like bored person.
Serving nature.
Because we are an emotional people. We're not freaking robots!
I will say this, we do laughs better than the Japanese voice actors do, because
I mean,
they
I just-
sound like wooden laughs sometimes.
Gunfire! Everyone, keep your heads down.
Under attack! Send the militiamen. They have the best stats in the entire game.
They're not actually bad, they just have regular scout, they have regular scout abilities.
Ah, I've been shot.
That child just got burnt. Oh, now they're dead, too.
My hat fell off my head perfectly.
My bandana.
I
walks
love
in the
how that
breeze.
one guy was firing. He was not aiming, he was just...
I love how they were just chilling in the road, not behind the cover of the road. They were just chilling on the road and shooting. I'm like, didn't they teach you idiots to take cover in a firefight?
Well,
They told us idiots a lot of
small
things.
scouting
We
team.
don't do them.
Also,
We should
why can't I not use that as a bludgeoning weapon like you could do in real life?
Because you're not, whatchamacallit.
Ding Fang? I get that a lot.
I was gonna say, because you're not Vladimir the Impaler.
I don't know this Vlad Putin.
He, apparently he had one where it was like, they had where you...
And now we're finally in the battle.
Yeah, that only took us like almost 10 minutes. But,
Yeah, well, I mean, to
it's-
be
I
honest...
know,
with
because
you,
it's a lot of story. It's a lot of
Oh,
beginning
Don't skip
exposition.
this either.
I didn't skip it.
Okay.
But you have to click through this stuff. They
I
don't.
know.
It doesn't
I
jump
mean,
the story.
anytime that there's the characters on screen, they usually have vocal options. Let's see what else. Largo is voiced by Baird.
That shouldn't surprise you, though, right? Even I recognize that right away.
Yeah.
But you got,
Stephen J. Bloom is
yeah,
obviously
Stephen
you
J.
know who.
Bloom and John DiMaggio were in there.
Yeah, John DiMaggio does Jam. But yes, sweetie. Oh, Patrick Saz is in this too, as one of the 4 bad guys.
He's the Johnny
I see
Young
3 of
Bosch in
Is he the
there.
tank guy?
The first one you meet with the giant tank and
Yeah.
the bull on his. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I knew it was.
That's 3-2.
He's in it. I'm trying to think of what else because
Listen a second.
they also have other voice actors. But
The game proceeds to break down
King-
command points where you start with a specific number, and then later on you can get more, and then you need to use command points to move characters and do stuff. Only one character can move with one command point, and in the game you have to attempt to use them intelligently. All unused command points move over to the next level. The only problem with the game is you can only move one character with one command point, and once that character moves, their movements become increasingly shorter.
I know.
I'm explaining it to them. They
Oh, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Action points. It's essentially your movement
Yeah.
to make it more concise.
Yeah.
As you move, the gauge at the bottom begins to reduce and up to a certain point, and then once it gets too
And
low,
every subsequent time you move them using an action point, it goes the base.
I
the
think
base
they can
reduces each.
Yeah.
read.
What do you care, fat man? You're
We
playing
want to
your
explain it.
Pokemans.
You move with the
Oh.
analog sticks. It's really not that hard. I mean, I'm sitting here explaining it to you, but you really don't. It's not that confusing.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks is when your sniper doesn't get a fucking guaranteed hit.
The only time they miss when they're supposed to get a guaranteed hit is one, if your weapons aren't upgraded properly in the very beginning, and two, if their level is too low.
Yeah, I know.
Later on in the game, you'll get a reticule like that big.
Come on, you need all snipers and one support.
I'm sorry, do I look like Alex to you?
Yes?
The initial snipers that you can recruit in the game, only Oscar, the young kid with the scar on his forehead, is the only good one. You never get the other one, the girl, because she's terrible.
I've got all of them, but then there's also secret units that you can get. And apparently, one of the secret units is Oscar's brother or someone. And he's apparently, like, fucking outrageous.
Yeah,
Oscar.
he's good.
Yeah, but I think you have to lose Oscar?
No.
No, you have to do something. I don't know.
I forget what some of them are. We'd have to look it
Maybe
up.
we'll find that out in this playthrough. If it becomes a full playthrough.
No, Oscar has to survive so that he can introduce him, I believe.
I wouldn't know. Why are you so disinterested, Mike?
I'm not disinterested.
He's just too busy playing Pokemon.
I am just letting you guys talk because it's your areas of expertise.
Oh, geez. So what you do is you don't get hit in the head by the gun.
I seen they did
If you get hit in the head by bullet, you're dead.
I seen they did a new expansion for Hearts of Honor.
I didn't catch it. I'll check it out after this, obviously.
I'll bring it up here. I mean, it's not like
Is it a paid one or just a
Paid one.
update?
Paid
Because I didn't even know.
you got to buy it.
They did an update for Total War Warhammer as well.
Yeah, the Lord and the King or something like that.
It added extra units for both whatchamacallit.
Smite Tactics.
Yeah, I told you about that. You know what I would like to see them do with the Switch? But I know they probably won't. Because it probably runs off of different technology.
Do you recognize any of these people?
Matthew Macer and the guy at the bottom.
Oh, him, yeah, I was going to say that probably.
The
I
guy
know
at the
this.
bottom is the voice of Choji.
Yeah, because Xander Mobus is apparently
Nope.
the protagonist of
Never
Persona
heard of
5
him.
in English.
Like I said, some of the new voice actors that pop up, since I haven't heard them. See, that's the problem when you grew up in the golden age of voice acting. Stephen J. Bloom, Wendy Lee, Kirk Thornton, Richard Epcar, all the, the names. And then you hear newcomers, you're just like, I don't know if you're going to be good to pick up the mantle.
Many of you will doubt me for my move here, but there's no reason not to do this. Otherwise, you're just wasting command points.
Also,
You might
to be
as well
fair,
use them.
Josh has beaten this game probably like more than once.
I beat it 3 times.
So he pretty much knows what to do.
More.
The only time you really you got an A. Oh, this is
The you'll get rated at the end of each match, and the rating is judgment of how much experience you get and how much money you get.
Well, you can explain as you go.
Sorry, I wanted to show them the menu, and the rating you get is
Probably after this is going to be where we're going to taper out.
Yeah.
is where
This is the end of chapter 1, right?
it's the end of the prologue. Is the judgment of how much money and experience you get. And after
the faster you get a board done, the more money you get, essentially.
and the initial board, it's almost impossible to not get an A. The only way you can fail to get an A is if you don't finish it.
What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
Yeah.
We'll bury them.
But it's okay. Play the way you want to play. Because some of the boards, in order to get A's, you do have to use orders that will, like...
You have to do specific things, I would assume.
The only one you need to
Yeah,
do to get the major.
Most of the things I saw online, it was like you need... Certain maps you don't need orders, but on certain maps you definitely need orders to meet the, turn requirements. I will drop these petals into the sky because that's what I do.
Seeds from the
I
line.
do.
And the world keeps turning.
Small.
The wheel in the sky keeps on
We
turning.
want to be able
To be fair,
once the war is over.
to JoJo English, all I heard was
Killing people
snippets, and I liked Patrick Saz as Dio because
was also
He does I watched the first episode. He does a really good job as Dio.
Johnny Young Bosch is
the
Jonathan.
day of the
he's all right.
Well, he does it with an actual English accent because
Yeah,
obviously in Japan they don't know how to do a Japanese English accent.
He's good at it. I don't particularly like the main character. No offense to him.
Jonathan?
I think in the beginning he's kind of a.
That's because, like I said, once you get past the first episode,
He's a bit of a bitch in the first episode.
yeah, because he's a rich boy,
Yeah.
and then Dio forces him to not be that anymore.
Yeah.
These events would tell
But
a story.
it's good. I like
Oh,
season 1 because season 1 halfway through you go into part.
A story.
See, that's what they did with season 1. Season 1 is split up into JoJo Part 1 and Part 2.
Execution.
The first part of JoJo Season 1 is Phantom Blood,
And of
which is the very first JoJo saga. And then the second half of the Season 1 is Part 2, Battle Tendencies. That's with Joseph Joestar.
and of those who fought
And then Season 2
and died.
is Part 3, Stardust Crusaders Part 1, The Road to Egypt. And then Season 3 is Part 3, In Egypt. That was a good one. Like, I really... And late title screen.
Make you do the prologue before they show it off.
We're gonna leave this here.
We're gonna leave this here. Hope you figure it out.
Yep, and that's gonna be it for this
Rule.
first episode, guys.
Good start. Good start.
Yeah, it's a good start. I wouldn't mind doing this.
What can we just?
Can we do this video and go this one
No.
here and go to 20?
Well, we'll wait till next time.
Alright.
Or what?
No, I got nothing.
Alright, guys, and that's it for this particular episode. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy what you see. Also, remember that our attachments to social media are in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, all that. And remember to leave us some comments whether or not you like this series and want to see more of it, because as of right now, this is going to be a short one-off, unless people tell us that they want to see more.
Well, I mean, it's gonna, as of right now, it's like a mini-series, because if this was a one-off, we would have gone for like a full hour.
Oh, yeah, true.
So, all right. Well, till next time.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe this will turn into something.
Dio!